There's traction for days out there.
Hello friends, Megs Braap here. Right now you're watching some of my helmet cam footage from a mini hard enduro race I had to do in order to qualify for the Grimpossible event. As you can already see, there's a lot of carnage and a lot of pushing going on, as to be expected in a hard enduro race. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoy the video and can appreciate some of the gnarly terrain we got to ride, and I hope you all have a good laugh, because I know I certainly did.
Good luck! Ready? Thank you!
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. The hardest part about these races is not the terrain. It's the other riders on the course. The track is usually pretty narrow, there are very few opportunities to pass, and you're basically always hoping to God that the people in front of you don't get stuck on the hills or the obstacles. Sometimes all the lines are taken, and the alternate lines are either non-existent or extremely difficult. So you got to be careful, because taking one of those alternate lines and getting even more stuck can be more detrimental than waiting and wasting a minute or two while you wait for a better line to clear up. I tried to gas it to get over this ledge, but my back tire just spun in the mud, and I had to eject and pretty much do all I could just to get the bike over the ledge. Even then, I was still pushing for a long time. If you listen really closely, you can hear my heavy breathing. Whoa, 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 hold on. Did anybody see that? Okay, let's rewind. Yep, that was definitely snot that flew out of my nose. Oh man, this hill. This hill was the bane of my existence. It was always littered with people, and the good lines always had people on them, and it was just a tough hill. I spent a lot of time here, but I'm gonna skip through it because it'll just get boring watching me push. Well, I can't turn because someone's there. Can't stop or I'll get stuck. So I'll just run into this flagging. Oh man, I'm probably so out of breath right now. Meanwhile, this nice man's telling me he watches my YouTube channel, and all I can muster is a small thank you.
Go! My bike needs to cool down. Sorry, I'm pumped.
I'm pumped. Stand.
Oh my gosh, please no. No, no, no! And I'm hooped. I was too exhausted to risk taking the more difficult line, and I just hoped that this guy would get out of my way in time. But I wasn't so lucky, and I ended up super stuck, which wasn't good, because I exhausted myself so much more. So that's something I really have to work on, is having confidence and to hit these gnarlier lines, and having the stamina not to become so exhausted that I can't perform.
This is crazy! Why is this log here?
Well, here's a mini snit for you guys. Hope you like it. This is what happens when you're fed up, I suppose. I will definitely never forget the moment when Graham Jarvis helped me get unstuck. Oh yeah, that's right, this guy took a spill. You know the hill is hard when you can't even walk on it.
It's all good, man!
Graham Jarvis just comes busting in.
Graham! Oh shit! We're okay.
You got it, Megs!
Good thing that rock was there to break your fall.
Yeah.
It'll be fun, they said. Try to qualify for Grimpossible. You'll do great, they said. Good Lord. The problem I'm having is that I'm so exhausted, out of breath, and pumped that everything becomes massively more difficult. This is the name of the game in races. This is something that all racers need to learn to battle. Here we go. I certainly wasn't going to make that mistake again. So I'm holding off until I basically know for sure this guy's gonna make it. Again, I'm too tired and too pumped up to try and go for that really tough line. And now it's just survival. Get through it, don't get stuck, don't expend any more energy. Of course, it wasn't all a terrible struggle. I definitely had my glory moments, despite being exhausted. I ended up finishing 14th out of 20-something riders, and the top 10 were supposed to qualify for the Grimpossible Challenge, but I actually made it in by default because some of the guys had bike issues after the race. So that was pretty cool. But the best part about it was A, I had a ton of fun, and B, I learned a lot about what I need to focus on to better my own riding skills.
That was so gnarly!
Nice.
That was so gnarly!
Yeah.